Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, the Versace Stoner, with another episode of VSW. Thank you, everybody. It's your boy, the Versace Stoner, alongside
with the Sable Feet,
with a very special edition of VSW Podcast. We're back. We came back from Williamstown, New Jersey. We went to Abby Jane's 21st birthday by Camp Leapfrog. My God, what a great time we had to Sable up on the road. We went to a few other shows too, but this was a great event. Don't you think so?
Oh, that was an amazing event. It was their first event with fans for Versace, and they've been in existence for over a year. It's like summer camp of wrestling. It's a way to develop veterans in the ring and all kinds of newcomers, luchador style, tag team match. They have something for everybody at that Camp Leapfrog.
They really do. To say, well, I was really impressed. It's the first time any of us seen them live. But I was really impressed with the main event. And, we talked to Sydney Bacabella prior to all this. But today I got us a special guest to come on the air with us.
Who's that?
Big Dan Champion.
Pun intended. Big Dan, baby! Yeah!
This guy, is one of the best in the business.
This guy's amazing. He chugs a lot of beer.
Oh, he's the best beer drinker that you've ever seen. He's a great worker, and he's phenomenal in the ring. Real powerful, real big, real strong. It's what the wrestling world has been needing for a while.
His match is what really started VSW, if we want to explain to the viewers.
Well, I was going to explain it to Big Dan.
All right, that's fine with me, Versace.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Welcome to VSW, Big Dan Champion.
Welcome, Big Dan, baby.
What's up? Big Dan here, baby.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you on. We were just talking about, what we do here at the VSW a little bit, and how actually you kind of, believe it or not, you're kind of one of our founding moments of the VSW podcast. And I'll explain it to you. Many years ago, I'm an old wrestling fan from back in the 80s, and I'm a big fan of the big guys and all these, old style of wrestling. Flash forward, to today's era. It's not the greatest, but the independent scene was thriving. So, me and Disabled Wolf here, we went on to go to a show called Please Come Back. I know you remember it. You had a very, very important matchup against a great individual, Orange Cassidy. We saw your match. We fell in love. We became a fan of yours right off the bat, but we also became a fan of independent wrestling, and we started to cover all of it. And that's all because of you, Big Dan.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything else. I got screwed that match.
You did?
Against Orange Cassidy. He had some, some bullshit in his orange juice, and when I took a drink of it, it really affected me. I don't know what he keeps in there. I don't know if it's booze or some sort of drug. But when I took a swig of his OJ, because I was thirsty because I was working hard, things just changed. I wasn't myself. So he cheated to win. I should have won that match. I had him right where I wanted. I got screwed, and he won't give me a rematch.
No. I hate
to rematch, and
bring this up, Big Dan, but I was so excited for this Beyond show because it was near the place Tom Brady built, and you probably look at it when Deflategate took place, so I'm not surprised.
Right.
But yeah, so this is my whole thing on Orange Cassidy. He's a great talent. I know he's a good friend. He's actually now, I know he's a good friend. I know he's a friend of my friend Sydney, but a friend of a friend. But there's something about someone that just puts their hands in their keeps their hands in their pocket that just irks me.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit.
Yeah, anybody that keeps their hands in the pocket. When we go to a restaurant, if somebody keeps their hands in the pocket, I'm not taking you out to dinner again, that's for sure.
Right, exactly.
But okay, enough of that. So that's where we first saw you, and obviously you've come a long way since then. And we just saw you again. You know, we went to this birthday bash. We took a 7-hour trip to see you, you know, the living legend, Sidney Bacabella, and Travis Huckabee with a very good professional wrestler, you know, watching your backs. And we were a little bit disappointed in the ending of that, too, unfortunately.
Yeah, so was I. You know, it's, you know, time and time again we get robbed. I don't know if you know this, but Ultra Mantis Black wears tons of baby oil.
Really?
So every time I was in the ring with him, I couldn't grab hold of him. He was slippery. I don't know what the regulations and rules are. I can't leapfrog, but I think that should be something that's looked at. The amount of baby oil and glitter he wears.
Well, there's a reason why Michael Nakazawa in AEW is working backstage with Kenny instead of in the ring, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So
I mean, basically, that's cheating right there off the bat. I mean, you might as well put Vaseline on a football when you go to throw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? You can't do nothing.
You can't do anything. It's cheating.
It is.
You know, Hollow-Wicked's a notorious cheater. He probably, I was in the ring much with him, but he gave me a headbutt, and I think his mask was loaded. At the very end of the match, he headbutted me outside the ring, and, you know, knocked me out pretty much, so I couldn't make the save when Abby had Sydney in the Chikara special. I believe his mask was loaded, and that's what helped him get the win. They cheated.
He's been cheating. That guy's been cheating for almost 1,000 years. I feel.
Yeah, Sydney's still walking with a limp today. Abby took liberties on him. Let's just say that she took advantage of a situation and really hurt Sidney Bacabella.
Oh, we were right there, and we saw what happened, you know, and she kind of blindsided him. You know, Sydney was a little bit vulnerable at the moment that Abby Jane came in for her attack. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it was a cheap shot. He was blindsided. A sucker. It was a kick, but it was a sucker punch type of deal.
You know, and honestly, I don't know if that's the right way to treat a Hall of Famer that came all the way down to your birthday party. But, I mean, that's just me. I have some respect. I'm an old-timer.
No, very disrespectful. Absolutely.
So disrespectful. But, I mean, you guys did put in a good effort. You know, like I said, you had Travis Huckabee there. He's another great individual. And, you know, hopefully we see more of you at Camp Leapfrog.
Oh, you definitely will. I have you know, I'm on a mean streak now since getting cheated. You know, that's probably the biggest Camp Leapfrog show that had the most eyes and views and people watching. And, you know, I got cheated. Sydney got cheated. Travis got cheated. And quite frankly, people got cheated.
And you got a witness. You got a very good professional wrestler who plays by the rules of managing being enforced, too. And
yeah, he saw all of it.
He saw it all. So, I mean,
and I don't trust that Chris Levin. I don't trust any ref, but I specifically don't trust him.
I can't.
There might have been a fast counter. Who even knows if Sydney quit? Maybe Chris just called the match, you know, to make Abby happy.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't really trust any zebras. Not since Danny Davis have I trusted a zebra.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
And since then, I mean, who knows if Sydney even... I didn't really see the signal for the tap, so he was facing the other way. Who knows if he just called the mass and, you know, we had a Williamstown screw job.
Right, that could have been it.
It could have been it.
Well, Zebra did cost Bret Hart and just rang the bell, right?
Exactly. And the same thing could have happened here. So, I mean, we don't know. But, you know, it was a little bit disappointing, but I think we will see some retribution. If not by Sydney, I know Big Dan will avenge this.
Yes.
And, you know, speaking of avenging and things, I also got to see you on basketball. You're quite the basketball player. You
know, yeah, I've been playing basketball since the third grade at an organized level. I don't want to brag, but I'll brag a little bit.
Brag! We like that here.
I've played against professional players. I've played against college players. I've played against guys that won NBA championships. So I've played a little bit in my life. And, you know, they had this basketball event, and all I saw were these wrestlers, like, sending videos of them, like, making a jump shot, you know, with nobody around them, you know, during practice, probably the fifth take. And it was just funny, you know, all these guys and gals think they can play, but when it comes time to, you know, walk the walk, nobody could really. I I mean, there were a few good players.
Now, when you say you played organized, you mean, I mean, obviously, at a younger age, you probably played through school. Did you go to college? Were you playing street ball? Like
I played in many adult leagues. Up to last year, I was playing in adult leagues in my area.
Oh, so right up to like the pandemic, you were still balling on the playing with people.
Exactly. My last adult league I was in was 2 Aprils ago, and it got shut down because of COVID, like everything else.
Yeah.
But in the near future, I'll be in another league. But yeah, a bunch of wrestling and basketball jabronis at the event. Nobody could keep up with me. Brandon Kirk was a great player. He won MVP, obviously, and if it wasn't for my rebounds and my passing, he might have not won that. So he thanked me, and I'm happy he won MVP. But I was the most dominant player.
Yeah, you were. I mean, you really impressed.
I the rebounding doesn't really get the love that it needs. Scoring obviously is.
You know what it is about the rebound, and I think a great rebound player that people always forget about is obviously Shaquille O'Neal, because he dominated the board. But nowadays, you don't really, no one cares about the rebounding, that part of it. They just want to see someone, do some razzle dazzle. Same thing with wrestling.
And if my team, if players on my team could make a layup, I probably would have had 10 assists.
Yeah,
a lot of great passes that they blew the layup, so it doesn't really matter,
But if you're getting the assist, it's because of you, really.
Exactly. But what matters is we won.
That's the real important thing.
Really tried to give the game away at the very end. I've never been in a basketball game where time got added on to a clock.
Yeah, that's
for no apparent reason.
That's a little shady.
Or where there was 1 second left. Somebody missed a free throw. I tipped it and went out of bounds, and there was still 1 second on the clock. Like, that never happened. So, the refs tried to give the game. Thankfully, Matt Vertigo can't hit a free throw, so the game ended. Because I was a little tired. I played a lot of minutes. So he broke that free throw to win the game. He choked. He choked like a dog. And, the Heels won. Big Dan won. I went home happy.
Yeah, I mean, we were happy here watching it on TV. And like I said, it was just a very nice mix of things. I'm a basketball fan. I've been a fan since, the early, probably rivalries of the LA Lakers in the 80s. And, seeing it mixed with another one of my passions, wrestling, it's always great. But you're right, a lot of people didn't know what they were doing. They were going out there double dribbling.
I was an old man out there. I'm no spring chicken anymore. I'm probably like 10 years older than all these guys and gals out there, and they couldn't touch me.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite impressive.
If this was 10 years ago, they'd be in a lot of trouble. But I'm still happy with my performance. I could have played better. I'm still a little rusty because I'm just playing again now recently, so I'm a little rusty.
So, Big Dan.
Yeah.
Are you a Philly sports fan too, or?
No. I'm a Celtics fan for basketball. Just because I like Larry Bird when I was a kid.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So we never know, because we always get, we get people on the podcast from all across the country. So we never push one dominant brand. Obviously, we're Boston fans. We're from this area. Yeah. But, I've gotten people that come out to say, they're like Milwaukee Bucks fans. I got fans from everywhere. So I always like to ask, that's great, though. Growing up, we had a very exciting time for Boston. Celtics, Larry Bird, Parrish,
When I was a kid, I remember when Drew Bledsoe got hurt and Tom Brady came in.
We had the football era. But, going back to basketball, we had a very exciting time. We had a great rivalry with L.A., if you've ever followed it.
I absolutely. Bird, Mikael Parrish, Bill Walton, one of my favorite players to watch. He was on that 86 team. Danny Ainge, great Dennis Johnson. And I know a handful of players I'm leaving off.
And to make the parallels, these guys are what I call workers. They didn't go out to razzle dazzle. They went out to win games.
Right.
And that's what draws me out to you all. Sydney didn't come out. You didn't come out to razzle dazzle. You came out to win a match. A lot of wrestlers now are coming out just to razzle dazzle. They're coming out to make a show, make the fans happy, get them chill. Like Little Mean Kathleen, she comes out, she does her little dance, she gets the fans wild. But is she coming out to win? Is she coming out to grab the gold? I mean, I know you just had some trouble with her, but...
Well, you see what happened there. This is what happened in that match. Little Mean Kathleen was there. Chris Bankos, who was the Beyond Wrestling, pretty much their senior official, he was there. And then the owner, promoter, Drew Colorado.
Denver, Colorado,
sorry, he was there.
Yep.
And, and Little Mean Kathleen is starting to be featured on Beyond now. So, the fix was in from the beginning. I knew it. And then when Little Mean Kathleen used the chair and cheated when the ref wasn't looking, she scored that victory. Totally should be erased from the record book. She cheated. There was a fast count. Every time I, had the win, which was the whole match, a piece of shit, Chris Bankos, slow counted time after time. But the first and only time that Little Mean Kathleen, went for a pin on me, it might have been the fastest count known to history of man.
It's weird, though.
That result should be erased from the record book. Absolutely.
And it's kind of funny, though, because, not a lot of Spike Dudley trainees, cheat to win. I really never seen AG cheat too much. I never seen Ted Goods cheat. But Little Mean Kathleen cheats a little.
No, absolutely. She needed a foreign object to put me down. That's all there is to it.
That's just how
You're
big you are,
Dan.
I am Big Dan. That's right.
Speaking of this, I actually got this off Facebook because, people just like to ask me shit when I say I'm going to be talking to people. They want to know what's up with you and drinking the girls' milks.
So, let me tell you the story. I hung out with this girl a few months ago. And, it was the first time I ever met her. And, I went over to her apartment. And she was, passed out. So I drove there. I took time out of my day to go over to this girl's house and for nothing. Not even to talk, not to get dinner. I just sat there while she slept. So, to me, my time is important. So I want to be, compensated. So I went to her fridge and there was a full gallon of milk there. So I took it because I needed some for my cereal. Now, is that unmoral?
No.
Some will say yes, but I'll say no. I don't think it's unmoral. Because gas is expensive right now. I could have done better things. I could be doing push-ups. I could be doing squats, getting more buff. So my time was wasted. My gas was wasted. And I felt like, I deserved something for that. So, I took a gallon of milk.
It's still cheaper than a gallon of gas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I probably did her a favor.
And honestly, if she's going to sleep like that, who knows? If by the time she wakes up, the milk might have spoiled.
That's true. And, I saw what was in her glass when I got there, and it wasn't milk. She wasn't drinking too much milk.
No, the last person I think I saw drink too much milk was on Clockwork Orange. That usually doesn't happen.
Yeah. So, I took her milk. Well, now, is that illegal?
No, not in this
Maybe.
State. Not in the state. No, it depends what state.
But, I'm a rule breaker. I'm a rebel. I march to the beat of my own drum. I don't follow the rules by the man. That's why I don't get along with referees.
No.
Because I want to do what I want to do. I don't need, Big Brother looking over me telling me, you can't choke this person, over 5 seconds. Or, you can't steal that gallon of milk. I'll do what I want to do because I'm Big Dan. So if I want to take your milk, I'm taking your milk.
Well, I think that's pretty fair enough. I don't see a problem with the milk taking. Especially, I would have been pissed if I had to drive somewhere and the girls are asleep for fucking whatever. I don't even know what she wanted me out, would want me out there for, and then I got to go out there and they're sleeping. I'm not a babysitter. I'm not going to watch someone sleep. I would have drank the milk. I would have drank the milk. I would have ordered some movies.
I would have ordered takeout from their credit card if they're going to act.
Oh, yeah, pay-per-view or two maybe. You'll see if there's a good Friday night, Saturday night fight. She'll wake up to a bill she'll never forget, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was really used in this situation, I went over, we talked for 2 minutes, and she just passed out. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I've been through a lot.
Watch TV at some stranger's house? No, I'm leaving, and I'm taking your milk.
I think it's fair enough, and like I said, you had to ride home, you had to have something to drink, you needed cereal milk anyways.
That's true, yeah.
So you took advantage of opportunity, and that's what a good wrestler does. They take advantage of opportunity, and that's what makes you smarter than the rest, Big Dan.
That's right.
So let me ask you, I mean, okay, so we've seen you over here at Leapfrog. You just faced Kathleen. What do you got in the plans? What do you got in the works for, wrestling now?
This Sunday, I'm wrestling at Blitz Creek Pro, making my debut there, up in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Ooh.
Home of the Basketball Hall of Fame, so maybe I'll, swing by and, look at Larry Bird's old basketball jersey or something.
Yeah, I haven't been out there in maybe, 20 years. The Hall of Fame, that is. I've been to Springfield.
Yeah, nice place.
It is. It's pretty cool, and you can see some of the cool stuff. And But yeah,
the original basketball.
who you facing out there?
So the show's at a brewery, so it's right down my alley, and I'm wrestling CPA.
Nick Stab.
Yeah, formerly known. Yeah.
Formerly known Nick Stab. That's a good one. You're gonna tear the guy limb to limb. Is this like a slaughterhouse match? I mean, you're gonna tear his arms off, Big Dan, in a brewery.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy work. Maybe I'll chug a beer or two during the match. Who knows what I'll do? Maybe I'll steal his milk. No, maybe I'll beat him, go to his office, go in the office refrigerator, and take his milk.
And maybe you can make a fan pay for your beer that gives you a hard time, Big Dan.
Somebody better buy me a beer. It's a long ride for me.
Here's the thing that would have happened Sunday, because H2O Center, it's a hardcore training facility. So with IWTV 100 after, I expected it to be at like a White Eagle type setting. So we made a deal with Sid that you guys kind of left out, that if you guys won, the VSW podcast would have bought all you guys a beer. If you guys had lost, you guys would have had to buy the VSW podcast a beer, so you lucked out in a way.
Well, Finney is very, smart with his money, so thankfully there wasn't a bar there.
Even if there was, honestly, Big Dan, even if there was, I would have declined the offer. I think it was too hot to even take a beer in there.
It was very hot. Yeah, it was hot in there, wasn't it? It was pretty warm.
It was like a sauna in a gym.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time out there, so we're going to see you at Blitzerig Pro. That is great. And, hopefully we see you also Back and Beyond at some point.
Yeah, that'd be great. I have to get a win there. I got screwed, like I said. The last show I was there, I got screwed. So I got to get back there and get the win.
Maybe you can be in Limitless Maine, too.
Maybe, yeah.
That would be great. We follow all these independent leagues, so we like those, wherever we got to go. Now we're moving into that Jersey, New York kind of territory. And we've moved a little bit down south, and it's a whole new world of wrestling.
Whole new world of wrestling for you.
It's been great working with Leapfrog. It's kind of the old, you got a lot of the old Chikara students and stuff.
Yep.
And it's a great different style that you don't see right here in New England. Right here, out here, you got the Top Rope and Chaotic and all that brand, but it's a very style of wrestling. It's all Killer Kowalski style of wrestling. When you get out down into the other territories, it's all different trainers that we don't see. So you got all these different styles of wrestling, and it's great.
Yeah, well, keep coming down, and I promise you, next time you see Big Dan, his hand will be raised. That
is great. We would love to see that. Like I said, we here at the VSW, we love independent wrestling. We try to support it any which way we possibly can. That's why we started this podcast, getting to talk to the stars, getting their names out there, getting our viewers to come and watch it, getting our viewers to go and sign up for IWTV, follow along all the great action that we go and view, and do all the great things that we try to do. With that, I'm going to say thank you for coming on, Dan.
Thank you,
Big Dan. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
I know you got a busy schedule and, probably some milk to go find later on tonight. And in between that, all the power workouts, keeping those muscles up.
That's absolutely true.
But thank you again, Dan. Like I said, we will keep following you. We might be at that Blitzerig Pro show, especially now that it's at a brewery. We like to go to these kind of shows in a bar setting.
Yeah, they're the perfect show for that. They have some new released beers. You come out, I'll do a chug video with you.
There we go. Yeah. There we go, Dan. Thank you very much. There we go. Thank you very much for coming on the VSW. We appreciate it, and we love you, Big Dan.
Thank you.
Wow.
Poor guy's been screwed so many times, Versace.
Wow, what a man though Big Dan is. He's one of the best in this business. I gotta love it. And you know what? I think we might have to check out that Blitzerrig Pro Show and see what's going on with that. I seen it. It looked like a pretty good card. Who knows? Who knows what we're gonna do and where you're gonna see
we got
us
our own
next.
dilemma to settle because who knows who between Rodfather and Mighty Bosch is the top two for cruising for bruising.
Oh, yeah. We got that going on, and we got much more. Plus, you're going to see the full coverage of the Camp Leapfrog coming on. Your IGWTV 100 coming, and Violence and Sufferings coming. You got all these great recaps coming your way here live at the VSW podcast. So thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it. Versace Stoner out.
Disable out.